confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did an AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. Next level. One of the best.
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Houston Texans.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season, Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, McElroy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. The Bears at 6-2 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Up the middle they go. McElroy. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. On play action, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Treston Ebner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st down, Fields escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And a short gain down to about the 33. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Jefferson from 21 yards away. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On first down, it's Fields. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fields on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Off play action. Fields. Flush to his right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more. Difficult.
Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Finding room at midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. This ball caught by Mechie. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
It's a gain of 25 yards. Texans.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go, DK. 60 Eagle. Watch 49.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Singletary. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They run a draw here on second down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. To throw is Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. McElroy. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run on 1st down. McElroy, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Down, McElroy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead thus far.
And it'll be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards remain for second down. He'll look to throw. Right side completes to Mechie. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you.
And now here is another interception. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. So I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. Thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it.